All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday, except you, David. I hope you're just having a shitty fucking day. Everybody else, David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit, man. And tonight, David, we are going to talk about why you haven't given up your scam, man. You've gone on this long. Your scam has been exposed for the most part, right? We know your scam's going on, but yet you still choose to run it. Why not just give it up? Give up all the money you've taken from the people that you scammed over the last 30 years, if you can remember anything that much, and just be a decent human being for whatever is left of your life, David. Just give it up, dude. Like, give up the scam and just go to church, man. Just go to church instead of being a scam artist. How about that? Why not? You've scammed people this long. I think it's time that you actually go and repent now. Bitter bad bitch in the house. So, Chris Calm in the house. What's good? Hit that thumbs up, guys. So, why do you guys think David won't give up his scam? Do you think he's just so far into it that he won't give it up? We've talked about the other members, but why doesn't David wash his hands clean of this? Why doesn't he just come out and be like, man, I'm fucking done? So many miracles. Because there's too many miracles, David. Miracles, dude. So many miracles and tumors falling off. Israel number one, he probably could, man. He probably could. That's the thing about it, David. You could probably make more money doing like illicit shit than you could on to church, dude. Convinced himself that this shit is real. Yeah, bad bitch. I could see that. Hell yeah. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. That helps with the algorithm with David. It keeps David on the bottom. Yeah, Will Calloway. I don't think I've seen you in here before, man. Welcome to the chat, man. Appreciate you being here tonight, man. Yeah, the thought of him having to work an honest job, he's like, fuck, he probably doesn't know how to work an honest job. Like, he probably wouldn't even know where to start to fill out an application. That's most of the people probably that are involved with him are on the same boat too. You know, they wouldn't know where to start with filling out a resume. From what I understand, some of the sources that I've right on, man. Thanks for being here, Will. Appreciate you, man. Some of the sources that have contacted me through this have told me that Joseph is actually very intelligent, man. The sources told me that Joseph knows the Bible better than David. Joseph, you should actually be the one, from what I understand, you should be the one up there teaching the Bible, man, not David. You actually should. And people would probably get more out of it from you, Joseph, than David. Israel number one, and that's the thing. The sources that contacted me through this said that Joseph is extremely intelligent, man. Said Joseph is extremely intelligent. And I think Joseph actually went to like some sort of Bible school, dude, like a legit Bible school, and has a degree. Yes, that he is actually educated. Yeah, Joseph, dude, what the fuck are you doing here, man? Dude, give it up. Start your own church. Get the fuck away from David. You could do okay without him, man. David can blow his back out. That's technically working. As Tyrone. Yeah, Michelle Jones, we're talking about Joseph. Bad bitch. Joseph left his wife to be with David. It was one or the other. Bitterness, Barbie, I don't. Get with me off channel. I'll email you right now. Hang on 1 second. I'll tell you exactly where the source is. Okay, I just emailed you. Well, see, the thing is, Chris Com, is Joseph could technically just do it. Yes, he did. A lot of Michelle chose this fucking walrus over her husband and her family. Bad bitch. Think of that. Michelle chose David over her own family and kids. Left her family, broke up her family, left, married, kosher life, like living large. Yeah, dude. Like it goes beyond, like it really does. It goes beyond just a fraud, bad bitch. It really does. It goes, you're talking, yeah, you're talking Debbie on like, man, Debbie was just the tip of the iceberg. Like if Debbie was this one gummy bear, right? This is the rest of the fucking bag right here. Yeah, so he says, I hope he does make an appearance, man. I doubt that sack of shit will. I highly doubt it. How does Debbie taste? Oh yeah, last night Chris Com. I was watching just that part. Like, I can't believe I was. Yeah. Agent, hit that like when you get in here, man. Help me with the algorithm, man. Keep David at the bottom of that motherfucker. I like to drive 18-wheelers. Beep beep. What I was really trying to do was get that. I was trying to say, like, my favorite sound is when the truck backs up. Beep beep. That's what I was trying to go for. That's where I was trying to get, man, but I couldn't get it in my head and get it to. Oh, you should fucking call him back. Oh man, that's so awesome. You should call him. Call him. Let him pick up the phone, man. See how desperate they are. Cause this is like, how do I say this? This gives everybody the insight into this organization. Remember, I'm trying not to call it a cult anymore. We know exactly what it is. But it gives you a big insight to the organization, the way they function, the way they're thinking, how they're kind of robots, and that's, I don't know. And then fuck, man, they didn't call me back. Frank Richardson was on the scene. It was Frank and Lisa trucking. Oh man, if I called back as Frank Richardson, they know. David has to have given them one. Persistent call center. It's a fucking business. Yeah, Chris Com, you're exactly what it is. It's a fucking call center. It is a fully functioning money laundering operation. Yeah, bad bitch is Lisa. Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa drives the trucks. Beep, beep. I'm the co-pilot. Lisa's the pilot. She drives. Man, that was too much. I thought I had issues. Hey, everybody, hit that like when you get in here, man. I thought I had issues. You guys are the one back here egging me on. It's like I have 10 fucking consciences and shit like all at the same time. Oh, man. It's like juggling multiple personalities, which is fun because it's like, it just shows that, man, these people they don't really give a fuck about who they scam. And same to go with that other phone call I had yesterday. It just shows. And again, you guys know I don't like to get crazy on social media and shit about politics and all that other bullshit because it's a sensitive subject. But these scam calls that everybody gets, it's just a byproduct of the internet, man. It really is. It's what the internet has caused ultimately, man. All these fucking scam calls that you get, all these spoof numbers, all this other shit. Dude, he hosted 2 at the same time today like a dumb fuck. David, that's dumb, dude. I don't know why you would host 2 live streams at the same time. Oh, look, and he just ended his other one. Good. I don't want you on social media, Edward. Stay off social media, Edward. Okay? Oh, look, you just started another one. No, this one's... Let's see. Like, why would you run? That's makes me curious, David. Like, why would you run 2 at the same time? He must be teleporting between. He must be teleporting. That's right. He's teleporting between the 2 videos. He's got all his followers fooled. He's teleporting so fast that he's running 2 videos at the same time. So again, anybody that wants help out of this organization, okay, this is a destructive religious organization. Everybody that is in this place, okay, that is in this secret place, this hideaway place. Baby Clee is a clue. Oh my god. Did you ever see the movie Multiplicity though with Michael Keaton? If you have a clone, like with the movie, remember how each clone gets dumber? So if David's clone would be really dumb. Like, could you imagine a 3rd clone of David? How dumb it would be? Remember how Michael Keaton, he's all licking the razor? He's all fucking... He's all, I like pizza. I like it. That would be David. He'd be like, I like lobster. I like it. Everyone gets slower and slower. It's like the byproduct of cloning yourself. Like the next clone just gets dumber and dumber. Yeah, it's fucking funny, right? Michael Keaton did such a boss ass part for it too. Yeah, we don't want to clone David, man, because that would just be a fucking disaster. We know that. We don't wish that on. God forgot this one already, man. We don't want to clone David. God kicked this one under the fucking counter and forgot about him. That's why God wasn't quite done molding David. David, full frontal exposure, dude. David, why don't you come out and come chat with us, man? Please troll my channel. Like, give me that at least, you know? Come troll my chat sometime. He probably could be. He's the one person that's in here watching that doesn't give the like. Yeah, he needs the belts that are more lasting. I don't ever want to get one from him. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably fucking want to shoot myself after that. I would have to get therapy every day for the rest of my life. That is just not something I would want to see or that I would ever care to see. Let's see how bullshit his sermon was. Like, David, the fact that you run 2 live streams at the same time today, like what were you hoping to gain out of that? Like, really? And the fact that you're creating subscribers. Yeah, PTSD for life, David. That would suck, man. No, thank you. Peace Dreams, welcome to the chat. Yeah, Apparently, I'm in a group chat with a group somewhere, but I don't see the other half of the group chat because I have my group chats turned off because I don't play nice in group chats. So I have to turn all my shit off. I found that out the other day the hard way. That I do not play well in group chats, and that dude's coming up. Yeah, I had to turn mine off because I got chewed out by somebody the other day. See, and then I'll start getting texts from other people and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Peace Dreams, yeah, the Messiah complex. Yeah, I'm with you there. That's why he hasn't given up, because he's got this big Messiah complex. David, you're not a Messiah. You know that, right? You're not a Messiah. You haven't gone to school to be. He does. He's got this big Messiah complex. Yeah. See, and bad bitch, like I had like some issues in the beginning. Like people still give me shit about me cursing on the channel and stuff, you know? It's like, yeah, David has a personal relationship with Satan. He does. No doubt. Satan's his homeboy. David, Satan's your homeboy. You and Satan are like this, man. He is. He does. He's got a personal relationship with the devil, no doubt. Whether he thinks so or not, like David, just the fact of what you've done is you've created your own personal relationship with the devil, whether you think so or not. Okay, because what you're doing goes against God's decree of love one another. Yeah, you are, dude. You're hellbound, dude. You're hellbound, David, because of what you've done to. We're all God's children, David. All right. I'm not religious, and you guys know that. But what I know about religion and what I've read in the Bible and from just what I've learned through like travels, everything, we are all God's children, religiously talking, right? And what you're doing to God's children, David, is you're fucking stealing their souls, dude. And God ain't cool with that, man. God ain't cool with that. Yeah, it's a huge sin to lead people away from the Bible, and that's exactly what you do. And the fact that remember what I told you, David, about the lady at the shirt shop that's making the shirts? And she hit it fucking spot on. She's all, it's motherfuckers like you, David, that lead people away from the true meaning of God. And that is not fucking cool, dude. You are doing it the wrong way, brother. You're going about it the way wrong way. Huge, dude. It's a huge sin. It's a huge sin, David. And you know that. You know that out of all of us, you know leading people away from God is a sin. And for you to continue doing it, you're knowingly doing it, David. You knowingly destroy people's lives, lead people away from God. And it's like either you just don't give a shit or I know he better have his asbestos suit ready. Yeah, David. It's hot in hell, man. Very hot. And you might think you're doing it all right, David. Yeah. Michelle Jones, I'm with you 100%. If David, if you said you saw Satan in a dream, we'd probably believe you more, dude. Really, because just of what you've done, man. What you've done. Yeah, trust, relationships, souls, dignity. You name it, David. You've done it to people. But using religion, and that's the scummy thing about it, David. That's the shitty, scummy thing about you, is that you're using religion to do it. You know, you could probably win about it any other way but religion, man. Like, I could just see if you were some fucking bum on the street, dude. I don't know. I don't know, David. You could have went about this a different way, though, man. You really could have. You could have went about this a different way of scamming people. You could have went a different way of manipulating people. You could have opened a shitty restaurant, really, dude. You could have just opened a shitty fucking restaurant, all right? Got a huge business loan. You could have got a really huge business loan, right? Open a restaurant, open a real shitty restaurant, and just run it into the ground. Scam the bank that way instead of fucking scamming other people. You know, that would have probably been a better way. And you wouldn't be going through what you're going through right now. Michelle Jones are giving me ideas. Oh, there's the breeze. It feels good. I know. Don't give me any ideas. Yeah. Dave, we don't want you to open a shitty restaurant, okay? We just want you to stop scamming people. That's all. I don't know. What do you guys recommend you do? Y'all throw in the chat, what do you recommend David do? Let's see what everybody says, David. What the group recommends that you do with yourself. Maybe give it up, turn yourself in, give the money back, whatever. What do you guys think? Let's hear from the group. I'm curious. Get bored. Okay, used car salesman. I could see him doing that. That's probably about the only. Go away, disappear. Okay, that'd crawl in one of his mansions and just fucking never be seen again. Yeah, okay. Joe Gonzalez, what's up? He needs a rotten gel. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, and who else said that he's prostituting Jesus? Yvette Evans said he's using religion and he's prostituting Jesus. Hello, everyone. My name is Big Booty Bandit. Thanks for subscribing to my OnlyFriends. This is my friend Tyrone. The fuck, man?
Remember, this is our day to make history. That's cool.
Sisters, how y'all feel?
This is your favorite. This will be your favorite song, David.
Brothers, y'all all right? See how y'all group this.
Here's David's song.
All right. I'm getting tired of your
That's gonna be David's new jam. David's favorite artist is Adam Lambert. Yeah. Yeah.
shit. You don't fit. See, every time you come up and all right. I'm getting tired.
Anyways. Tired of your shit. What you got? Bitterness Barbie. Bitterness Barbie. Oh, that's Fred Hammond. That's a song that David sings all the time. Just to be close to you is my desire. David, and your singing sucks, dude. Okay, give it up, please. Let's see if he's still got it. If he's trying to live stream right now. Yeah, you better stay off your social media, Edward. I'm gonna know if you're on. So yeah, why isn't David giving it up? Defund David E. Taylor. Yes, David, we started a nonprofit in your name, dude. Yeah, like a Clockwork Orange, right? Like play one of his songs over and like peel his eyelids open. Remember that movie? Stanley Kubrick, man. Irie Dread, welcome to the chat. Yeah, Clockwork Orange status. Like peel him back, make him watch like, I don't know, some whack ass movie that he doesn't like while listening to his music, for like a really long time, and then peel his fucking eyelids back. And then like keep putting eye drops and shit in, like that way his eye stay. You remember Joe Gonzalez? Yeah, you remember that part. Did he jumps out the window at the end? Oh man. Magical mushroom music. That's not just. Oh man. Yeah, where did your money come and go to, David? That's what I'm curious about. Yeah, it's a good one, man. Into the Mind of Stanley Kubrick, and the watches, even The Cell. Did you see that one? That was Stanley Kubrick too. I know that'd be dope to see David living in a tent, right? That would be cool, man. Like David, if we could see, I would love to see you live in a tent, man. Yeah. Like if you could live in a tent in a van down by the river, that would be the best. That would be the best, David. Like you have like, it would be like one of those vans from Napoleon Dynamite that Uncle Rico had. That's the kind of van David will live in down by the river. The brown shitty van. The little fucking pop-up thing on it. Then David would have his clothesline hanging out the fucking back with all his panties hanging up. Oh man. He'd sweat through it. That's the kind of van David would have. And I feel shitty saying it. Or yeah, he could just live in one of his trucks even. Yeah. The kitchen truck, and he'd never have to go anywhere, dude. He could just eat, sleep, and shit in the kitchen. They could set up a toilet like in the back corner, and then like at night he could just sleep on the grill. Then it's never going anywhere. I know, right? He would never have to go anywhere. All the truck. I could see David like turning one of his trucks into a McDonald's style fucking catering truck. Could you guys see that? Like, what if you for real turned that kitchen truck into like a McDonald's style catering truck where you had like all the stuff from McDonald's like specially delivered, and then that's what he went. And that's what he went and handed out, like McDonald's cheeseburgers and shit, you know? To turn his truck into a limo. Convoy of fast food, yeah. David, give it up, man. Give up your scam, man. I mean, what's really nice, David, is we know your social media. We know on social media, dude, that you are fucking destroyed, man. No doubt. We know that. We know you can't operate on social media. We know that the reason you don't post so much every month. David wants to have at least 2 big crusades before trying for 10K, 10,000 persons at the Amway. I don't think David's not going to do anything. What David's going to do is he's going to try to scam more people out of money. That's what he's going to do. He's going to try to find whatever scam works the best, basically, for him. Amway Arena's not happening. We know that. That was his attempt at the ARC experience. Like, David's for real trying to be a rock star. Oh, I could call him. You can look online. So David's talking about Amway Arena, Florida schedule. Yeah, he also has an island too, apparently. Let's see. 2020. Okay, it says you can find tickets on a place called allevents.in. Let's see. 7 billion sold at one time. Oh man. Oh, that's a good one. Bad bitch. An island that is a whale's natural habitat. It wouldn't be hard to find out if it's booked. Well, it says here it's got 410 followers. No way, fuck David, man. What he's done, he's earned it to himself, man. Oh, it says the sales ended already. It says the sales ended for the Friday, July 22nd, 2022 Amway Arena Crusade. Then it says here it's got 410 followers. I wonder what's on his JMMI website. No. Hang on, guys. Michelle bought all of them. And before they began. Yep. It's all bullshit. David, we know you're scam. We know you're not going to do Amway, man. We know it. You got everything. Nice. There we go. What will he do in those days? Yeah, $13.99. Yeah, on Amazon. Yep. Like, really, David? Let's see what David's up to on his live stream on his website. Man, David, it looks like you're going cold and dark, man. Yeah, when the dates for the Amway Arena come around, David, what are you gonna do, man? Are you just gonna bullshit everybody again and tell everybody you're actually doing the Amway Arena when it's actually not happening? And just tell everybody, oh, you're out of your money again? It makes me wonder how many. So he's done this. He's done the Amway, what, 2-3 years in a row? Look, bad bitch, he could just take the pack of hot dogs off the back of his neck, too. Nothing on the court case, man. No updates. It's going to trial still, man. It's going to go to trial. I think they're still doing some discovery and they're still finding some information out, but Peace Streams, it wouldn't surprise me. I have a list here. I have a list here that I've. Stand by. Give me 1 second here, guys, and I will post this link to Google Drive for anybody that wants to see it. Do not share this list with anybody else because this has like phone numbers and shit on it, okay? But this is a list that has come through here, and it's man, it's kind of damning evidence. To me it is, because it just shows that they're collecting data on people. Whatever they're using it for, I have no clue. But I'm super curious because it's enough information on somebody to basically fucking do whatever you needed to with them, really. So there's the Google link. If you guys want it, I'll let you guys into it right now. Oh yeah, bad bitch. He does. Hang on. You want to see? Give me a second. Have you seen the non-disclosure agreement, bad bitch? Stand by. Yeah, check that out, Michelle Jones. Here's the non-disclosure agreement for anybody who hasn't seen it. Stand by. I think I might have some other shit here too that's like, really, it really is. It's really creepy shit, man. It's like David builds these files on these people, and it's, yeah, request access, and I'll grant the access. Did you request at the same time? Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. I just sent it over. There we go. Okay. Right, that's the non-disclosure agreement. Cold Watch got you good. Let me see what else I have here. What's that? No. Yeah, but he has a volunteer sign non-disclosure agreements. Yeah, P Streams, it's super fucking creepy, and that's the thing. Some of the other files I have here, you look at them, and it's just, it's almost like a fucking shit a serial killer would do, dude. Like, keep files, like keep personal information on their hits and their marks and shit, man. It's really like, it's got fucking psychotic written all over it. And Joe Gonzalez, I'm with you too. Yeah, and the thing, I know that he made the volunteer sign the NDA because I've talked to people who've signed that NDA. They said, yeah, I didn't get paid, but I still had to fucking sign that shit. He's a sociopath. Yeah, he's sociopath. He's probably got multiple personality disorder. You know, he's definitely borderline fucking psychotic. Like, David, you're not an apostle, okay? David, right here, looking at you, buddy, okay? You're not an apostle. You're not a prophet. You never have been. You never will be. Yeah, you're a narcissistic tool is what you are, David. You need to get over this God complex and this Messiah complex that you've created for yourself, because you're never going to be Benny Hinn, Kenneth Copeland, or one of these big baller fucking prosperity ministers. You have been running a full-blown ministry profit IRS scam, David. That's what you are doing. You are running a full-blown money laundering church scam. And you think you can get away with it, and you're not going to, because this group is going to make sure of that. He, however, is a false prophet. Yes, he is. David, you're a false prophet. You are, David. You're not a prophet. Any person who comes out and says they're a prophet is full of shit, okay? It's same thing, P Streams. It's the same. He's pulling the same shit out of Scientology's playbook, you know? Fuck, let me keep files on these people, you know? And I have other paperwork here from somebody who is being directly affected by this sack of shit, man. Right now, as we speak, most likely. I know for a fact still. You know how I know? David Zoom. Whoever just requested that, I accidentally put you as editor. Just don't change that, okay? Because that's important information. And Joe Gonzalez, yes, he's absolutely twisting scripture for his benefit. It's called selected scripture. Yep. And it's Israel number one was talking to me about it. It's the way he's using, there's like the prosperity scriptures and shit, you know, and it's real fucking twisted scripture, man. I don't know. I'm thinking of the movie Get On Up, because I saw that part, and it was like, in one of the parts on Get On Up, like James Brown goes into church, and it's one of those prosperity ministers, and they're all fucking hooting and hauling around in the church and shit, you know? Yeah, that's why we're all here. It's because these people, you know, it's to sit back and watch them, you know, be actively destroyed, and then be kind of just stuck, maybe scared. I don't know. You know, I actually saw him quote scripture today out of a Bible in one of his older videos. I mean, his older videos, let's see here. He's been pretty good lately. He hasn't put up any new shit, so that's good. It's weird. He runs like the same videos like 3 or 4 times in the same day. There's the non-disclosure agreement. Dun, 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 dun. How I got those is I put a video out asking if there's anybody who had them, and somebody got in contact with me, which is really dope. Yeah, and the fact Joseph, like, dude, Joseph, you got on your knees and you bowed down to David? Like that's beyond anything that I've ever seen, dude. That shit does just you don't fucking bow to anybody like that anymore, man. That's like when I see that shit happening, man, that was beyond. You know that you actually that you fucking bowed before this guy, Joseph. You're smarter than that, man. You're way smarter than David. You need to get out, Joseph. We know you're smart, man. Get out of this organization, dude. It's not good for you. We know you had a family prior to this, dude. I'll never bow to a man, dude. Fuck that. Fuck him. That's what's so sick about it is like to bow to a man? Dude, fuck that. Fuck that. And for David to sit there and fucking soak it up, it's blasphemy to kneel to another man, man. Yeah, him and Michelle need to be on their knees fucking repenting. Michelle and David. Michelle and David, you two are the fucking two. That's who the government needs to go after is you two. You two are the... Ugh. You two are the fucking vipers in this whole thing. You got you and Michelle, David. Yeah. So everybody that's in this organization that's watching this, David is a full-blown narcissist, and that's why he gets information on you is to try and blackmail you if you try to say anything. But the crimes that David has committed the crimes he's committed is way far more intense than the blackmail he could probably get on you. You know, don't worry about David. He's a full-blown narcissist. I mean, David, we have your social security number, dude. It's right here. I have it on my fucking my device right here. I mean, somebody fucked up. Whoever that was, I want to thank you for fucking up and not blocking out David's social security number because now we have it. Like David, that's like for real, David. If I wanted to fuck your life up, dude, I could. It wouldn't be that hard. Now that I have that one number. I mean, I wouldn't want to pull anything out in your name because I would most likely fuck my life up. Yeah, Michelle, why do you still stay with David when you know he lies? Michelle, you know nothing good will come out of this, right? You do know that, correct? Once the shit goes down with this, because Michelle, we're filing fraud reports against you now because your name is in everything, Michelle. David sets you up. We've been trying to tell you that, Michelle. David is setting you up. You're going to be the fall guy now. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. That's from Cypress Hill. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. When the shit goes down. That's what I think every time when I'm like, man, when the shit goes down, Michelle, you better be ready. And that song plays in my head. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. When the shit goes down. And you really should, Michelle. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. You better have all your fucking lies in order. You know, everything. Peace dreams, I'm with you there. Yeah, what if that's the thing? It's like the fact that they fucking wear all black too and they're supposed to be a church, that's to me that's a little odd. Like the whole black thing all the time, that is just too much. You know, I could expect a little bit of color in their life, but to see them always wearing black all the time, like that's just cultish as fuck to me. And it has coven written all over it. Yeah, like some kind of fucking satanic fucking ritual coven. Yeah, it's like it's like they all just fucking walked out of a funeral parlor. You know, if you're going to church, man, you're supposed to be wearing like nice colors and shit like that. Yes, Cult Watch. They believe that David is higher than Jesus. And David, you're not higher than Jesus. Nobody's higher than Jesus, dude. You know, it makes me wonder how many women he's actually fooling now. Do you guys actually think he could be fooling more women than he's fooled in the past? Or do you think all these women are like, man, fuck this clown. Look at this fucking Bosley implant looking motherfucker with his whack ass haircut. Or do you think he's still fooling people? I know he's still fooling people on Zoom and stuff. Like, he's fooling those people. It's shitty, man. Still at it, Vicky Yohi, yeah. But God, how could he? But the thing is, I think he's just so fucking involved with himself. I don't think he wants to leave the confines of his new fucking mansion compound, man. He's too scared to, except for when he's doing his live stream at the Cult building. Yes. Bad bitch, yeah. And the fact, okay, here's the thing. The fact that he's using the women because it's more likely for somebody to get involved if, like, say, a woman like them approached them for this organization. David, we know your fucking tactics, dude. All right? You use the women to bring people into your organization. Yeah, Vicky wasn't her. He probably took a stab at her one time. Was like, yeah, I don't like her.
Hello, this is Minister Sonda, and I'm sorry for Frank. It looks like I missed a call from you. I hope you were able to get in connection with the pastor that I had transferred you to. If you did not, I'm so sorry. Okay, and we would love to get you.
Kitty Love in the house. Okay, let's take a peek here. Give me 1 second.
I'm available to take your call. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Influence Shirley, yeah. Yep, I'm reading you guys. Yeah, and Peace Streets will. Each one of his concubines is going to serve a different purpose, whatever the purpose is. Whether that certain concubine gives him that comfort of a child, whatever the fuck the case is, you know. Yeah, he definitely has his choices with the flock, Joe Gonzalez, no doubt. He can go ahead and pick anyone he wants, pretty much. He might come out and say he doesn't, but we all know, David, what you do, dude. We're not dumb, okay? It's the way your organization works, man.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has.
Yes, Cult Watch. I've spoke to a lot of not a lot. There's just been a couple women who've that I've spoke to. Yep, and the thing is, think of what that does for Michelle's self-esteem, knowing that David is obviously most likely slept with Michelle. We know that. And the fact that David is now going around and Michelle knows about this and like he's sleeping with these other women and then most likely coming back and doubling down on Michelle.
You know, like that's some dirty shit, David. Like, I don't know any woman that would want to get in bed with a fucking walrus like you, dude. Really, like you're nasty, dude. Like what you've done to people, dude. It's disgusting, man. And I guess it's even more disgusting to me because I know what you've done to other people, man. Like how you fucked up, like you're tearing apart people's souls, man. Yeah. I'm not even a woman. It makes me fucking puke. I like the fact that he's not putting up any more live streams. I mean, Vicky, I would. It's that same thing. Like, if I was gonna abuse, like, if I'm with somebody, like, they gotta have a brain, man. I'm puking right now. It'd be fucking cruelty. Like, to be with David, it should be considered like a punishment or something. Instead, like, hey, you fuck up, you got to marry this sack of shit right here. That's your punishment. What? It's Wayne's World. He's all Garth. Marriage is punishment in other countries for shoplifting. That'd be some shit. Like, what if you got caught shoplifting and then you had to go like, that's dirty. See, and I knew Jenny was in there with bed with them for sure. I know it. Jenny, dude, that's fucking dirty. Blech. Nasty, Jenny. Getting poked with that little fucking glory stick, huh? And I heard it is fucking pathetically small, David. That's from somebody who was with you. They said it was. Hey, I'll make that call. I'll make that call Tuesday, Apostle Residential Center, St. Louis. Fuck yeah, I'll make that call fucking Tuesday. Just penile implant fund, possibly. Or a better hairline. A residential center, I'm pretty sure. I think we all can agree that David is not going to fucking do the Amway Arena. But I will definitely call, without a doubt. I will call and see if there's been a deposit made, what the deposit would be, all that. Yeah, I'll call. I don't give a shit. Bad bitch, you should too. Call him. You guys got it. Done. Done. I can't do it Monday because it's federal holiday. Everything's gonna be closed Monday. It's Indigenous People Day. It's not Columbus Day anymore. Remember, we got changed to Indigenous People Day because Columbus actually was a fucking tyrant. If you guys want to get technical, historically, Columbus was fucking wiped out an entire fucking race, pretty much. So, yeah, I think we do got to kind of give it up to the Indigenous people because Columbus came over, raped, pillaged, and plundered, and fucking left disease, all in the name of the crown. But yeah, Christopher Columbus. Yeah, he discovered the New World, but the history books fucking, man, the history books fucking sugarcoat that shit like a motherfucker. Tell you that, man. You guys want to read a book called Lies My Teachers Told Me? It's a fucking baddest ass book I ever read, man. When I was going to my college courses, we had to read this book called Lies My Teacher Told Me. And yeah, no way Jenny's the only one he's sleeping with, David. We know you're sleeping with multiple women, man. And it's disgusting to think that these women would even want to get in bed with you, man. That's the thing. It's like how, or Jenny or Michelle or any Lamarcia, any women, like how would you fucking, David, like even Tabitha, man, like it's weird, like how all these, he's surrounded by all these beautiful women and he's just a fucking hideous fucking whale. Like, David, give it up, man. Give up your scam, please, so we can go on to the next sack of shit, okay? Because we're not stopping until you're in jail, okay? And you are going to go to jail. No. Shayla Hudson has. That phone call. Indiana KJD, I'm with you there, brother. Yep. Bad bitch. That's what I was. Oh, that's like. Oh, that's a. Oh, I never thought about that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I will do that. I think a lot of people should call on Tuesday. Not just one or two of us. But I think a lot of us should call. And I'll be call me like, why are we getting all these calls today about this guy named David E. Taylor? Say he's going to bring all these dead people to the Amway Arena and he's going to bring them all back to life. They'd be like, yeah, what the fuck? But Joe Gonzalez, the thing is about Amway is they're also tied to cult religions and shit like that, man. I would totally fucking reference the video and drop the email, everything. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got that email? Yeah, I did. So this is when I start getting scam calls, guys. YouTube fucking has everything, man. I'm telling you. So those are my new sound bites. I don't want to play them now because I gotta use those for like when I get scam calls and shit. Bruce Parkins, that's pretty fucking disgusting, man. I'm pretty sure it is, man. But yes, Bitter Bad Bitch, I did. I found the sounds, and there's like, it's like a fucking playlist of them too. There's ones where it's like ASMR moaning too hard, and it's like, then there's one where it's like ASMR moaning like with talking and shit. I came across one just to see what there was, man. And like, man, it's. Yeah, yeah. I could probably find sound bites on anything on YouTube, really, pretty much. And I could just use YouTube as my soundboard. But yeah, I did find him. But nobody called me today to talk to Samir or Frank Richardson. Next time I'm going to answer is Frank Richardson. Be like, yeah, this is Frank. How can I help you today? Frank Richardson and Lisa Lampanelli. But yes, I did find those sound bites, so I will start using those. Oh man, that would be amazing. KJD, Shayla Hudson talked to him. Hang on. Stand by.
You are a
This is Shayla Hudson right here. Okay, I found this out kind of recently. This is Shayla. All right. This is that phone conversation that everybody's heard. All right. This is David. So a lot of people are saying in the comments, I don't think that's David. This doesn't sound like him. This is motherfucking David right here. Okay. So for those of you who haven't heard it, Shayla Hudson, thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for being brave here. And that's radical. But this is David. So just kind of listen up here for a minute. Okay.
Demon! You are a demon, sir. You are a demon. And the Bible says, curse the man that put his strength in flesh.
Fucking get him, Shayla. Fuck that sack of shit.
Demon.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is not a good look for your ministry, man. It's not a good look for your ministry, man. You making David Taylor look real bad for him to be a face-to-face prophet, man. You want to go?
See how they be done?
You need to tell her to shut freak up. We were talking fine before she came into the picture. And she
No, you were getting angry. That's that demon in you.
I don't talk to her. You think I got a problem with women?
She asked you a question, bro.
Every day.
She asked you a question, bro.
Every day.
She asked you a question, bro.
She does not want to listen. I don't answer to her. What the fuck I got to answer to her for?
Oh, my God. Don't you want us to come to the crusade? We can't ask questions.
You come, but if she got that spirit on her, she ain't coming.
Why don't y'all, if she has a spirit on, why don't you want to deliver her, Mr. Man of God?
I want to deliver her, but she don't listen, you idiot. She don't listen to you.
Why am I an idiot? Why am I an idiot?
Because you let your wife rule your life. I know she does because of the way you are right now.
You know what's funny, David? You talk about wife ruining fucking people's lives, but here, you don't even have a fucking wife, dude, because you know what you do? You probably ruin her fucking life.
You're a pussy.
Wow. Ephesians 4, man. No corrupt communication.
Yeah, that's right. Let me tell you.
Why are
Let me tell you. Why are you a hypocrite? You self-condemning first. You self-condemning to hell. You called the man of God.
Ain't that what y'all do?
No.
Yeah, I said it.
She talking.
I can talk if I want to.
You said it. I heard you.
Listen to me.
You might be talking a lot, but
I said, listen. No, you listen to me. I listen to you. So you listen to me. I said, if you call him a man, you're going to.
He does actually all his concubines, bad bitch. Those are all his side pieces. But then again, who'd want to fucking sleep with you, David? Like, that's nasty, man. Like that. It's forgot about Michelle. Yeah, Michelle's his main side piece. He knows he can always go to Michelle, no doubt. This he upgraded from a stuffed animal with a hole in it. Ah, shit. That's too much. He probably did. Fucking nasty bastard. I mean, David, give it up. Give it up. We're here because of you. We're here because the algorithm brought us all together, David. There's a common cause here, David, and that's to stop you. Okay? And it's working. It's working. All the exposure. I mean, Michelle Brannon's deposition, you know, it's up at 70,000 views now.
Maintain meeting minutes.
So we know
And I supplied you with what we had.
And that's all that exists.
That's all that exists.
You
To
know,
my knowledge.
so I know the view count on that deposition's going up, David. Yeah, David, thank you for bringing us all together, dude.
MMI Bank of America bank statement for November and December 2000.
Yeah, I bet it's with speaking to him. Yeah. I would like to think that, man, whoever speaks to him would just not want to fucking rack him one time in the brain. Like right in that big fucking bald spot like this, right here. Right here. David would be a good bare knuckle boxer because he got a big ass forehead. All he'd have to do is just take blows to the head, man. Yes, their voice. Yeah, that's part of bitterness, Barbie, or bad bitch. Yeah. They're definitely not all fucking hype and fucking hottie patati fucking loud and shit in the deposition. Nope, fuck no, they won't be.
How they were. Mr. Taylor, you heard us discuss the subpoena deuces take-em and the.
I need to find the original one
were
because
requested to be produced.
Just now? Yes.
Okay, and you understand there's a court order that indicates that you have to produce these items?
Yes.
Okay.
we find the original one.
Or
Well,
We're on record. The time now is 2:41.
This is my favorite fucking part of the whole deposition.
Ricky Allen Fraser, case number 2010-773215 DM. There's a videotape deposition of David E. Taylor being taken at 2055 Orchard Lake Road, Sylvan, Michigan, dated November 12, 2014.
See the similarities?
Illegal videographer. Counsel, please introduce themselves to the record.
Colleen Renee appearing on behalf of Rick Frazier.
Jerry Cavalier on behalf of David E. Taylor.
Steve Jenkins appearing on behalf of Deborah Frazier.
Gregory Tuma on behalf of Rick Frazier.
Please have the witness sworn.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm to tell the
Take an
truth,
oath, David.
nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Just told his first fucking lie right there. First fucking lie of the deposition, David, was you right there. You just told your first fucking lie.
Just for the record, Mr. Taylor, you also go by the name of the Apostle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to start by going over the records pursuant to the subpoena that we received and
It's like a
clarify
fucking
that we
centimeter at a time.
what we've asked for. Thank you. I would state for the record that we have acknowledged that due to the time constraints and that we just received some of the documents that were kind of later than we expected, that we're going to have to continue this deposition, and everyone's agreed on a date of January 9th, 2015 at 10 a.m.
Colin's fucking beast.
Thank you, Mr. Cavalier, Mr. Jenkins, and Mr. Utum, whether you're here or not. I have prepared an order, my secretary has,
Look at it.
regarding the deposition and the continuing jurisdiction of the court, and I would just ask the attorneys to sign it.
He's already shitting a brick sitting there. He knows he's fucked.
4 minutes before.
Look, then the videographer zooms in right there. Your big fucking dome, David. This is what brought us all together, David.
Step into
Of
a
course, he's a
world of
fucking
endless
ass, of course.
possibilities.
Rick Frazier just got 5 cents for that.
And Mr. Taylor, you've stated that you are not in Michigan in November.
Favorite part right here.
December.
No.
Is that correct?
Yes.
You have to speak a little louder.
Yes.
All right, so you're not in
That fucking soft ass little bitch ass voice, David, of yours, where you go, yes. Then she tells you to speak up. You're like, yes, yes.
Michigan in November or December of 2014.
No.
That's correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so you're saying you're not available for the deposition to be continued in either November or December?
No.
No. Yeah, and then sipping that fucking inch of water,
I
David.
think how they were spent, including canceled checks, invoices, etc. Now, when she makes donations, she has designated for what purpose. For example,
Like, you guys can already see the eyes here too. This is almost like you could kind of see David's possession already fucking starting to happen right here. Like, look at the fucking baggy ass eyes, David. As bystander, if you don't hold on to me like that button holds on to the hem of the jacket. It is. It's comedy gold, man. Sipping the inch of water. And David, I might as well. We'll go through this right now. We're gonna start your deposition, and we're gonna go through all the shit. And we're gonna fucking add in all the fucking sketchy pieces that weren't added in. Okay.
Rosh Hashanah. What would Rosh Hashanah be?
It's
Okay. First of all, you're not Jewish either, David. Okay.
it's a Jewish holiday.
You
That
can't
we,
speak Hebrew.
as Christians, observe. On the Jewish calendar.
On the Jewish
It's a
calendar.
quite celebrated holiday in the Christian community in some circles, large circles, but not everyone does it.
So when Mrs. Frazier made donations
Man.
that were designated as Rosh Hashanah, my subpoena deuces take 'em asks for canceled checks, invoices, check registers, bank statements, etc.
Subpoena, David. Subpoena deuces take 'em means you have to produce the documents. Do you understand? Subpoena isn't a small penis, David. It doesn't mean your sub-sized penis, okay? It's a legal document that is being ordered by the courts, okay? And you have to produce these documents, okay?
That would back up those donations being spent for that purpose.
Yeah, that Rosh Hashanah is not so much a statement for the purpose of the money being used. It's a holiday, and it's designated.
He's always like,
when
it's
she gave
a
an offering,
holiday.
like everyone else.
So it didn't go for the purpose of Rosh Hashanah in any way?
Of course it did.
Well, Rosh Hashanah is not. It's a
He
holiday.
took the money.
It's
took,
a
David,
service called Rosh Hashanah. It's
Right.
no
Debbie used Rosh Hashanah as a holiday to give the money, basically. Then David just fucking spent it.
like when I, take up an offering for a specific thing. Then
Said specific properly.
If I say we want to raise offering for an 18-wheeler truck, then and I say we're going to use this money for that, then it goes directly to that. This is a service such like a Sunday morning service or Easter service, and purposeful when the people give donations.
This just fucking shows how dumb you are, David. Like you're like, purposeful and this and that. Like you're really trying to sound really intelligent, David. But this deposition was absolutely brilliantly done. It did everything that it was supposed to do, which is expose just how fucking dumb you are, dude. And that you have no business running a nonprofit. You have no business running a church, for that matter. You need to get a fucking real job. Stop. Put down the church, okay?
Nations.
Don't use the church, man.
Goes to the Easter egg,
The Easter egg. Get the fuck out of here,
the
dude.
Rosh Hashanah is the name of a Jewish holiday.
No, I'm aware of that.
You're not Jewish either, David, and you celebrate Christmas, okay? So what the fuck, dude? Make up your mind whether you're Jewish or Christian, okay? Pick one. Pick a side, dude. It's okay to pick one side. You know that, right? You don't have to fucking be all the religions in the world.
Okay, great.
How long do you
He's all,
think
okay,
Rosh
great.
Hashanah lasts? How many days?
10 days.
Normally, the
Now,
fuck?
one of her
It's 10 days,
donations is
dumbass.
listed as a money order.
Fucking moron.
And would you have deposited that into the general fund?
Yeah, I'm sure it would go there.
All right, and you can produce a bank statement that would correlate with that deposit.
We have everything on record.
Okay. When she talks about a leadership conference in Taylor, what would that money be related to?
Jesus, a fucking tool, man.
There are different services that I held.
There are different services
and
that are
we
held.
have people who attend those services and they give in those services. So when you see leadership is designating the type of service we're having, did that make sense?
So you have a specific service called a leadership conference?
Yes, where I teach leaders.
Right.
And do people have to pay to go into that service?
No, everything is free. They donate freely.
They
in the
donate
offering.
freely.
Now, is there a reason you didn't bring the documentation that backs this up because you say it exists?
It's not a reason we didn't. I just think that maybe my office didn't quite understand everything that was asked for in detail, like you're asking. But it's no problem. We can provide that.
Or when you say your office,
Yes.
where would that be?
I have an office here in Taylor, Michigan.
And what's that address?
2320. What is that? Superior Road.
You can't even remember your fucking address, dude.
20320.
Okay.
Say it again.
Okay, hold on.
20320.
Okay, so 20320 Superior Road, guys. That's the main Colt headquarters. That's where he does his little fucking sermons out of, okay?
Okay, 5 digits.
Yep, that's where he gets caught in a
Okay,
lie.
Superior,
Road,
and that's Taylor.
Michigan.
Is this designated as an office on the outside of the building?
Hey, I'm sorry, what are you saying?
When you look at this 20320 Superior Road in Taylor,
Mhm.
what does the outside of the building look like? Does it say JMMI? What does it say?
Yeah, it says JMI.
JMMI?
Okay, so now JMMI no longer exists, okay? It is now been folded by the IRS. He hasn't filed his taxes. We looked on that website for all the prosperity ministers that were given money through the pandemic. He got 30,000, but he hasn't filed his taxes since 2017. We're now going into 2021. No taxes still filed. So by 2022, he hasn't filed. His ass is grass for sure.
And do
He
you
has-
take up the
He has to file. He has to show 4 years of records by law, and he hasn't done that yet.
entire building
For what now?
for JMMI, for your office?
We don't have to use the entire building for office facilities. We just use part of it.
Some people
What's
are
the rest
sleeping
of
in
the
that
building used
motherfucker.
for?
Tony's
Having
probably
services.
sleeping there.
Is this the church in Taylor that you go to?
I don't,
Does anybody find it coincidence too that David Taylor has a church in Taylor, Michigan? Somebody brought that up the other night. Is it coincidence, or do you think David actually chose Taylor, Michigan because his last name's David Taylor? He's like, oh, well, God told me to go to Taylor, Michigan, and my last name's David Taylor, and this and that. And I need to have a church in Taylor, Michigan.
understand what you're asking. Can you rephrase? Will you?
Isn't there a church that you give services out of in Taylor?
Oh, yeah, on Sunday. But yeah,
Is that this same building?
we let them use the building on Sunday morning.
Okay, when you say we let them, who's we and who's them?
JMMI owns the building, and
That's true.
there's a church called Kingdom Family Church
Joseph's church.
that they are just getting started, so they don't have a large overhead or nothing like that. We allow them to use the building on Sunday, since I use the building more so for massive conferences and services, things like that.
When did JMMI purchase this building?
I think that was in maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, a little over 2 years ago.
So they have a mortgage?
Little over 2
No, it's
years
paid
ago.
off.
David, why don't you speak up, you little bitch? You don't talk this fucking bold in your other fucking videos, you sack of
So
shit.
did these Kingdom? I'm
Did
sorry.
you see the-
Kingdom Family?
Hold on, let's replay that shit.
No, it's paid off.
So did these Kingdom? I'm sorry. Was it Kingdom Family?
KFC, Kingdom Family Church.
Did they pay rent?
Bucket of KFC.
Not really, no.
Okay, let me place an objection on the record. I've given a lot of latitude so far in this very brief deposition, but the objection is too relevant.
This is where David becomes a fucking piece of shit in my eyes, right here. This is where David starts coming unhinged. And this is where I would, yeah.
I don't know how this possibly relates to the
Objection,
issues
Snowden.
of parenting time and or spousal
Look,
support.
he starts nodding his head.
There's more to it than that.
Okay, you can go ahead and answer the question.
So when you say your office,
Claims a tax
are
exempt
you
discount.
referring exclusively to this 20320 Superior Road building?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's standing there all fucking smug and confident, like he's smarter than everybody in the fucking room, and it's David, you're really not, dude. This deposition, David, right here, man. I don't watch it because it gets me fucking crunk, man. I just want to fucking that head. If there was a fucking target painted on it, David, I would shit right there on your fucking forehead, dude. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. All right, and you do. You hide behind your fucking dumbass attorney, and you think you're fucking smarter than everybody in the room, David, and you're not, man. This deposition was fucking brilliant.
You do not have an office in any other city or state?
Yes, we do.
Okay, do you want to tell me about those?
And we're getting those more
He's
established.
sitting all fucking
One
hunchback in his
St.
fucking
Louis,
chair. It's like I can't even pretend to not have a neck.
another in Budapest, Hungary, Europe, Korea, Arizona. So
You have offices in those 4 places?
yes.
All right, may I have the address of the St. Louis office?
We used to use a PO box for that.
Okay, the reason these fucking scam artist prosperity ministers use PO boxes is because most of their fucking houses are mansions. Okay.
The actual street address.
Well, we are just getting things established there for us before we get a building. So I usually use my PO box as an address for that. So
KJD.
to say that we have just offices in a public building, like I usually use my Taylor residence for the professional address.
All right, so wait a sec, the Taylor residence?
Taylor building, Taylor office facilities. Yeah.
Right, you refer to it as a Taylor residence. Do you own a home?
No, I'm sorry. I mean Taylor building on Superior.
Okay.
It's
Yes, Peace Dreams.
It's in a corporate area, so it's a office building. It's not a residence. Sorry.
Okay, but it's also used as a church by some people, at least?
Yes, we allow churches to use.
Okay, so
It was at that point he
office
realized he
are you
fucked
saying
up.
there is no physical place in St. Louis that your ministry operates out of?
No, I mean a building physically. I used to have one, but not now. I moved all of my physical, I want to say resident. What word should I use?
Use whatever fucking word you want. This is where David, you're fucking dumb, dude. Just know that.
I moved all my physical place here in Taylor.
So there's nothing in St. Louis anymore?
A PO box.
Well, that's not a
Well, our mail
destination.
go there. That's huge. It's massive.
Massive.
It's huge.
So when you say that's huge and massive, are you referring to the amount of mail you get there?
Well, mail. I mean, corresponding with people is very important to us. So that's big to us.
But you don't have any place in St. Louis that you work out of or anybody else works out of?
We may work out of our little home or
Our little home.
or whatever, with a computer. Or,
What do you mean your little home? What does that mean?
well, I mean, like if I have a staff person until we raise enough money to buy another office facility in that area, then we do it out of my staff that is there. They do it out of the place they may have. So that's
They
what
do
I'm
it
saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Do it out of the place that,
Yeah, their little office that they have in there, the place they stay in at this time.
you
So
mean
that's what
somebody
I'm
could
telling
be
you.
working to
Please don't talk about hobbits like that, okay? I fucking love the Hobbit, and David he's an orc. Okay? I mean, I don't even want to give him the fucking title of an orc. And he's not just any orc, he's like a Gundabad orc, okay? He's the fucking like the war orc and shit like that. He's the Gundabad orc. If you put David could have been like yeah, no disrespect to the Hobbits, man. The Hobbits are fucking dope. I love that movie. I'm a Hobbit nerd. Lord of the Rings, all that shit, man. Love it all. Harry Potter, name it. Love it. Love every. It's massive bullshit, is what it is. Yes.
technically, in your opinion, out of their home?
Like you do out of yours, right?
Right here, he starts fucking gaslighting the attorney. David, this was the dumbest fucking thing you could have done in this whole deposition. Gaslighting a fucking attorney? Let's continue.
No.
I mean, you have
I
a
have an
computer.
office.
Yeah, I know, but you have a computer at your home and you have an office. I have an office too. It's here. So I'm saying I travel, I'm mobile. I live in St. Louis, so there are things that have to be done there. So we take laptops. I'm sure you got a laptop, right?
What if David dude, for you to fucking sit there and ask the lawyer if she's got a fucking laptop, David, this lawyer could probably fucking buy 20 fucking laptops, okay? Yeah. Out of the house that she pays for, David, by the way, okay, that she fucking pays for with hard-earned fucking money.
Yeah, this isn't about me.
Yeah.
He's
But
all,
I'm
yeah.
just trying to
Well,
give you an
I'm trying to
understanding.
figure out,
Yes.
where
David, just so you know, you don't control a deposition, okay?
was the building that you say you no longer have? What was that address?
That was in St. Louis on Patterson. I can't remember the address.
You don't know the address of the building that you
Yeah,
own?
it's been years ago.
You said it was just a couple of years ago.
No, I didn't say couple. I said years ago.
Yes, he is.
How
Joe.
many years ago did you cease owning this building?
I didn't own it. It was a rental property.
It was a rental property in St. Louis?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of that property?
Office facilities.
And how big was it?
Objection to relevance.
Okay.
You can answer the question, but I'm going to place a standing.
Then he
objection
laughs
on
right
the
here. Look
line.
at me, he's all.
It was probably about 3,000 square feet, just for office facilities. Yeah.
And you paid rent to somebody? Who did you pay it to?
I don't remember that.
Right, and I'm with you there 100%, Indiana K and JD. So convoluted to simple fucking questions. My question is, right, being the lawyers in this, all right, guys, being the lawyers in this, why did the lawyers say, fucking stop, right fucking here, time the fuck out? You better either take your client out in the hallway and counsel him and tell him about how a deposition is supposed to work and what happens if he lies. All he has to do is sit here and answer yes or no questions. That's all you had to do, David. Whether you like the questions or not, man, that's how a deposition works, dude. Simple fucking questions. All you had to do was give a simple answer, and you couldn't even do that, David. This is why we're all here together, is because we all watched you sit here, lie under oath, make a complete fucking mockery of the judicial system, waste taxpayers' money, a fucking shit ton of it too, David. You fucking taking my fucking money, David, okay? That's you, David. Watching you. That's why we're here, dude. All right? Because of this fucking deposition right here. I'm surprised that your lawyers didn't take you out in the hallway and fucking tar and feather your ass, man.
Guy's name who owned it.
Okay, but you don't have any physical facility that you operate out of
I
in
don't
St.
have a
Louis?
building there. My building, like I said, I moved my offices here.
No, I understand, but aside from an office, anything else, even
That's what I'm
that,
saying.
let me just finish so we're real clear what I'm asking.
Okay.
Anything even other than an office?
I've shared with you that.
Let me
they
just,
He can't fucking shut his mouth. That's the other thing, David, is you don't know when to shut up, dude. You don't know when to shut up. Yeah, he went above and beyond to make this shit up. It just made it worse, David. You compounded the deposition by not shutting your mouth.
let me finish so you
Okay.
can understand. I'm not talking about people that work out of their home.
I know somebody who's about to go into a deposition or is going to be deposed. I showed them David's deposition, and this guy was like, okay, now the anxiety's a little bit gone, you know? And I was like, hey, the lawyers ultimately want you to fuck up in a deposition, dude, because it's going to be on record. I was like, go in there with your facts, with your dates, with everything in line, man. That way they can't get you slipping up, because that's what the lawyer wants you to do, man. The lawyer is going to try to ask you questions, to get you to lie, to get you to commit perjury, and try to get you to do all this other shit, right? And yeah, David, you have zero class, dude. You have zero class. So
Yes.
I'm talking about any other building or
here it
facility
comes, guys.
that you or your ministry works out of in St. Louis.
Yes. I have staff who work out of a home that.
No, I understand that. I'm
they
asking
live in.
about something else.
I'm just saying, I don't have what you're asking. I don't have a physical
Alcohol poisoning.
building there that is up here in Taylor. This is where our professional offices are.
Where's the residential center that is on your asset and liability sheet?
Oh, it's in St. Louis.
Okay.
Look,
But that's not.
look right there. He knew it would. Then he knew he fucked up. Busted, David. That was where you got caught in your fucking lie, dude. Busted. And you know how they knew was because Rick Frazier hired somebody to look into David, man. Rick Frazier hired somebody to look into David. They knew where David lived.
An office.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I asked a few times, it doesn't have to be an office, any facility, building, structure that you work out of, office or otherwise.
Okay.
So there is a residential center.
I have it, bad
Yes,
bitch.
Of course, you should have said that earlier.
He's all, oh, of course, you should have said that already. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't know
No,
what
you should have answered earlier.
No, you didn't.
Residential
You didn't explain
center,
enough.
residential center is in St. Louis.
Be direct and
That's good. That's a good slogan for a shirt. Be directed, Pacific.
specific so I can answer your
Sir,
question.
that's why I was suggesting you not interrupt me so that I could finish the sentence and you'd
Be
be real clear
specific.
what we were asking.
Okay.
So a residential center does exist in St. Louis.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay.
But that's, that's not an office.
It doesn't have to be an office.
Okay. I
Any,
thought you was talking about a professional location like this.
no,
We have that in Taylor.
You just
I
can't
did
shut
not
up.
limit my question to an office.
Okay, so yeah, be
Little
more
sip of
specific
water.
so I can know what you're saying.
I believe I was. All right, so
Not
what is
really.
this residential center?
Oh, this is
Yeah, that'd be a good shirt. Yeah, be Pacific. Be more Pacific. Okay, yeah, that'd be a good one. Be more Pacific. Yep. Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah, be Pacific. That'd be a good one, man. That'd be a good one. But it's got I had when I have the shirts made, I try to have him do it in quotes because it's a fucking direct quote from his dumb ass, So it's like when people see it in quotes, they're like, holy fucking shit. If everybody, it would be a total inside joke for the people that know about this. That's the thing. It's like people who see these shirts know the inside of the joke, So that's, yeah.
a place that the ministry owns.
Center.
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't
So are
own it
you
yet.
renting to buy or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy. Mhm.
You have that as an asset of $2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I? I said we didn't own it.
Okay,
We're
but
leasing
where
to
where
buy
does
it.
Shut
the,
the
I'm
fuck
sorry?
up,
We're
David.
leasing to buy
We're
it.
leasing to
Did
buy
you? I thought we just.
Then he sits here, he's like, did we just say that? Did we just talk about that? David, shut.
Said that.
All right, but you have listed it as an asset.
Like, look,
Where
to
where
buy
does
it.
the, I'm sorry?
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just said that.
All right,
I
you
thought we
have
just
listed
said
it as
that.
an asset worth $2,844,000.
Oh, that should be more of a liability.
That should be more of a
Would
liability.
you like to take a look at that?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
A little bald spot on the back of his head right here. This is where the bald spot is right here.
Okay, I see what you're saying. What we have already.
Ever since his deposition, David decided to get hair implants because, if you go through the comment section, everything is about his fucking hairline. That's why, when he comes on stage, it's like he's got to make sure his hair is fucking perfect because he knows we're watching him and he always knows we'll fucking talk about his fucked up hairline. So ever since his deposition, especially the first day, because it was just looking like a fucking rat's nest, man. It was looking like a rat's nest that just ate a fucking sheet of acid, dude. That's what it looks like.
Paid compared to what it's worth. Is that what you're saying? What
You
because
listed it.
it's not paid off.
He does. He
So
hates
where does the
women.
number $2,844,000 come from on your
That's the
asset and liability?
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home or the residential center. Yeah.
Is it a home?
No, it's a residential center. We use.
You know what, though? I don't think it's his personal accounts. I think those accounts were cooked accounts, dude. I think those accounts were all bogus. Those are somebody else. There's a lot of fucked up shit, man.
Right, so you're saying it's not something you own, but you have it listed as an asset of $2.8 million.
That's probably a mistake. Like I said, it probably should be a liability.
You're a fucking liability, David. You're a fucking liar, too. You need a fucking lifetime supply of insulin for your fucking diabetes, dude, because you got a fucking severe case of it, okay?
Yeah, that should be a liability. I think that was an error there.
Who prepares this? This document called balance sheet.
I don't know.
I
I don't know which one of them. I have
Apparently the liability.
in the office that could do this. I don't know which one.
Who would those three people be?
Michelle,
Uh-oh.
Ashley.
Or Michelle, is it just Michelle?
Probably yes.
And her last name?
Brannon.
Brannon.
Yes.
Okay, and the next person?
Ashley Ware.
How do you spell Ashley?
Ashley.
And how do you spell where?
Ware. Okay.
And the next one?
Brashear. I really don't know how to spell that one.
Ask Michelle, bitches.
Lady.
Bashira?
Yeah.
And her last
You
name?
have to ask Michelle.
You know,
Liability.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
pronounce
He's a
that.
liability.
Can you just spell it?
HAQU.
Yeah, fucking lifetime supply insulin for your fucking diabetics,
Are
David.
these all employees?
No, they are volunteer workers. One is employee.
Who's the employee?
Michelle.
Right, that's the funny thing. He acts like he's like, oh, I don't know how to spell Michelle's name. Get the fuck out of here, David. He's all probably. Don't understand.
And these two people are volunteers?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have an accountant that does any kind of accounting work for
Here
you?
we go.
We have a private firm. Yes.
And who is that?
Davis and Associates.
Davidson?
Davis and Associates.
Davis and Associates?
David. Here, since you don't know how to spell Michelle's name, here. That's how you spell Michelle's name. I don't know. How does he fucking fool so many people? You're right, Catherine Walden. How does he fool this many people? David and Associates. It's like he's not a good liar. He's fucking horrible at it, man. Like how, David? How have you got this far in life, man?
And where are they
I
located?
guess we should fucking ask Michelle.
So you don't know who prepared this balance sheet?
Like I say, it could have been one of those three. I don't want to tell you a story. I can't tell you exactly.
I don't want you to tell me anything you can't verify.
So I don't.
But your accountant did not.
Now, what are you asking? Are you asking if the accountant did the balancings, or did someone provide these sheets to you? What are you saying? What are you saying?
In terms of who prepared this document about assets and liabilities, would your accountant have prepared
I
this?
don't think my accountant did that. I think that the internal office tried to answer your questions, and they
We got to have a shitty board for a nonprofit too, okay?
pulled information from maybe documents that my professional firm did and tried to give you what you needed.
So were these documents created for the purpose of this deposition, or did they exist before?
Oh, they exist before. We have everything documented.
Everything.
Everything.
Every penny.
Every penny.
Fucked up, David.
But you acknowledge that you...
To say that you have every penny documented here, David, you better be able to fucking show where the fucking pennies are, okay? Yep.
Believe this 2.8 million is an error.
It has to be because the residential center is not paid off. So it couldn't be an asset, right? It's a liability. And that's how
Gaslight's
the
the
banks
lawyer
would
right
show
here.
it, right? You would know that, right?
You would know that, right? David, this is another reason, like, you sit here and you fucking gaslight this lawyer, and she fucking came back right at you.
I don't answer questions. This is one way I
Okay,
ask
I'm just
you.
saying.
David, you don't... Again, this is the point where I would have probably jumped across the table and just drilled you in your fucking jaw, dude. Just to shut you the fuck up.
I'm trying to get understand.
All right, so tell me the residential center.
Look, then she just fucking cuts him off, you know? Yeah, she cuts him off. She's all, then the residential center. Yeah, Colleen was having none of your shit that day, David, which was awesome. You know, she was having absolutely none of the shit that you were spewing out. And she saw right through your bullshit, David. She saw right through your bullshit. I saw right through your bullshit. Everybody here sees through your bullshit, David. That's why we're here. Hell, the algorithm.
Did we get an address for
Tell the
that?
algorithm.
I need an address for the residential center.
Yeah, 24,000
Tim Page.
Timpage.
What is it?
Timpage, Timpage.
That's the name of the street?
Yes, Timpage.
That's right, Timpage?
Timpage,
He's lying right here.
Tim.
Watch his eyes.
Timpage.
That's the name of the street?
Yes, Timpage.
That's right, Timpage?
Timpage, yeah.
Avenue, road, anything?
I think it's road, probably.
And that is in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Made what shit? They made that shit as soon as he got the notice he would be deposed. Yeah, his YouTube made. David, your deposition is gonna, dude. It's gonna set precedent for some. Eventually, dude. People are gonna look back at your deposition, and they're gonna look at all the everything, all the parties involved. And this is how not to conduct a deposition, because there was a lot of bad shit that this deposition was done wrong. Yeah, his lawyers get paid. Fuck yeah, they get paid. Hell yeah, they got paid. You have to. This deposition wouldn't have happened if the lawyers didn't get paid. Bitterness, Barbie, and Legend. What are you guys talking about? That he made this shit as soon as it was made. Yeah, they had standing objections throughout the whole thing. You know how much his deposition cost? $5,000, man. $5,000. More than that, I think. Not to mention there were 2 depositions that were given. Legend, what do you guys talk? I was tuning into you guys. They made that shit as soon as he got the notice he would be deposed. Like they made up the lies. Is that what you guys are saying? Like they made up the lies as soon as they figured out David was going to be deposed?
Chesterfield, Missouri.
So you're renting with an option to buy?
Yes.
And who is the owner then?
The ministry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The ministry is renting with the option to buy. The owner is Harold Lewis.
Okay, and what goes on at the residential center?
Well, I mean, it's
Objection to form of the question. What are you trying to ask?
What is its purpose? Who goes there?
It is really it's a gathering place for our ministry where I bring in different leaders and also the staff that we have as a place of, maybe resort and teaching and training.
Resort?
Yeah, teaching. A resort where we teach and train.
What do you mean by the word resort? Usually people think of that as...
Maybe I'm not saying it right. Let's strike that word. Maybe it's a place where they can come and be refreshed. Like, I don't know if you have ever been on Christian retreats or things like that where people can go and hear the word of God and also relax in that kind of thing. So,
But it's not a church.
No, it's not a church.
Do people live there?
It's habitable, yes. We could live there. We could stay overnight.
Do people stay overnight and live there?
No, people stay overnight. When I have guests in, they could come in and do that. But I have my own apartment. I stay in a small apartment.
In the residential center?
No, I have my own personal apartment.
Okay, we'll get to that. But
So what I'm saying, so the residential center is used, it has bedrooms and stuff like that, so you can stay in there. But it's more so used for a retreat and a place where, people can be refreshed. Am I answering right? Am I okay? Okay.
You're confident of that address that you gave me on Timpage?
Yeah, 24,000, is that right?
You tell me.
I thought that is,
You're confident of that address, though?
I think so. I think that's right. Am I wrong? Do I need to look something up? You know, what's the...
You're answering the question to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, thank you.
Is it possible that it's 15400?
Oh, yes, that's right. It was 15400. That is right. That's totally off. Thank you, guys. Y'all are sharp.
I'm going to show you a picture of 15400 Tim Page.
Mhm.
This is in a residential neighborhood,
Yes.
and it is a home.
Yeah, but it's a residential center. That's what the ministry.
Right, but this is in a residential neighborhood.
Oh,
that
yeah.
right?
Mhm. Yes,
Okay.
of course. Mhm.
Is it like a subdivision with different houses up and down the street?
I don't think I would call it a subdivision, but it's other homes around it.
So it is, does
It's
this,
a residential area, yeah.
do the neighbors there know you're operating a ministry out of there?
Mhm.
They can answer yes or no.
Yes. Mhm.
And this is actually not listed as St. Louis, it's listed as Chesterfield?
Yeah, I said that earlier. I
No,
said
you-
Chesterfield, Missouri.
No, you said
Can you hear me say that?
You're being argumentative.
Yeah.
Objection. He did say Chesterfield. I have it written down.
You're not
I didn't
listening.
hear it.
You're not listening.
I'm sorry, but I am very careful.
Not really.
Okay, so the residential center is in.
Sharp enough to
Chesterfield,
deflate your
Missouri.
balloon hats.
And it's actually what had been used as a home by people previously. It's not an office building or,
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not in a business center area.
okay.
It's in a residential area, but it's remote. It is not.
Okay, bad bitch. I've seen that spreadsheet too. It's just a bunch of fucking numbers of what people donated. That's it. It's just numbers. Sharp as a bowling ball. On this depot has to be entered in a national curriculum. Scholars will be writing thesis on this for years to come. I think so too, David. People are going to be writing on this shit, no doubt.
Like upon, it's spacious, so you can understand what I'm saying.
Well, it says it's 8,204 square feet.
Yes.
Okay, and you told me,
The new house he just bought with cash, it's just under 8,000 square feet, and the two houses he have, he's trying to outdo Harold Lewis by 8,000 with his 8,000 square feet. David, your abdomen is spacious. We could pull a scene like we could probably fucking put Luke Skywalker in there from him in fucking Empire Strikes Back, where Han Solo finds Luke Skywalker out in the cold and he takes his fucking tom-tom, fucking cuts him open and shoves Luke Skywalker inside. We could do that with David. David would be the tom-tom though. You just cut David open, fucking push Luke Skywalker in instead. Sorry, Luke. Instead, it'd be like fucking chicken wings and fucking pizza coming out of his stomach, and it wouldn't be like the intestines. I know this film very well. I thought it smelled bad on the outside. Fucking Han Solo like this. Oh man.
the owner was
Harold Lewis.
Harold Lewis, and who is Harold Lewis?
Harold Lewis is a sports writer, very well known, very wealthy, and will fucking bury David in a pile of cash. That's what he's doing right now, actually.
He is a sports agent for many years.
Does he reside in the house?
No.
And do you know where he lived?
David's actually now evicted from the house because fucking he got kicked the fuck out because he breached the contract.
Yes, but I can't give his address. I don't know that information.
What city or what state?
Oh, Lake St. Louis.
Lake St. Louis?
Yes, Lake St. Louis.
Dude, you're fucking noob, dude.
That's another suburb out by Chesterfield.
That's what would pour out of David if you cut him. It'd be like fucking like chicken grease and fucking gravy from KFC, man.
So is it Lake or St. Louis?
Maybe, what did I say?
You said Lake St. Louis, which I didn't think made sense.
Yeah, I'm probably quoting that wrong. It's an area. It's like a suburb, and there's Lake. I think it's Lake St. Louis. Lake. I'm not sure. I'm not positive.
It's your little
But I know
fucking
it has
lotion ass
Lake
voice,
something.
David. Make something.
So you're purchasing this home from Harold Lewis.
Yes, the ministry is
Not I.
not I. The ministry.
The ministry. Actually, Toner fucking Money is purchasing the home. Not you, you fucking liar.
And when you say it's remote, how do people get there then?
I mean, it's not just. It's a gate.
Gated community?
Yes, not
Good night,
community.
P Streams. Thanks for
The
being
house
here.
is gated.
How many nights a year would you say that you sleep there?
Such a fucking idiot. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up there, everyone. We're going on 2 hours now. They probably had to fucking order it too. He's getting implants though, no doubt. Dude, fucking fucked up toupee, man. It's like the toupee though. It's not even a toupee. It's just like a fucking. It's like Michelle Brennan Taylor. It's like all David's got to do is just like a cap, dude. It's not even like a wig. It's just like a fucking. It's like horsehair basically, and he probably just sets it on a basketball or a volleyball or some shit. All he does in the morning when he wakes up, he just lifts this patch of fucking horsehair off and just sets it on his head. That's it. And it's like when he puts it on, it makes like this crunchy sound. It's like as he fucking adjusts his head to like fit into it. That's David's hairpiece. Just made a fucking this nasty ass fucking used up horsehair from the racetrack. Yeah, it's not even a toupee, man. Night, guys. Y'all stay safe, man. David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit, man. I love that you're not coming out on social media. And I hope to see you at the end of the month, man. If you're going to be out live, we're going to be there. So, good point, Legend Liz. David, all that money you steal, you know what? You still can't fix your fucking hairline.